last Friday saw South Melbourne host one of its annual fundraising events, with the 2015 jersey presentation night taking place at principal partner Beachcomber Cafe in St Kilda. The Jersey Night sees corporate partners, members, players and coaching staff gather to enjoy an informal evening together with over 200 guests in attendance. The host for the evening was Fox Sports Football's Tara Rushton, a Logie-nominated presenter with a big profile in Australian football media. More importantly, she was presented with a season ticket as South Melbourne's newest member.
Very first South Melbourne function, I had such an awesome time. I've got to say, this club is full of people that want to have a good time. Everyone was very relaxed, very passionate about football, and we had some laughs as well, so I've had a ball. And hoping that you guys can go back to back this year as well. It's already been quite a bright start to the season so far. I mean, you know, it's great to have aspirations to move into the A-League, etc. And we definitely know the league's going to grow, so I'm very, optimistic about the future of South Melbourne Football Club, and you can see by the people that are behind it and supporting it that the sky's the limit for this club.
More good news came when our number one ticket holder, the Honourable Martin Foley MP, gave us an update on the state of our social club development.
The relevant minister, my ministerial colleague Lisa Neville, who looks after the lands and the facilities side of things, and myself and the department that I'm happy to be a minister in, that looks after the sports and rec side of things, this week issued a directive to those two departments to resolve this issue in consultation with the club and in consultation with the two departments to have the lease and all the attendant agreements in place and operating by the end of April 2015. And that is because this club has done the right thing by the people of Victoria and successive governments of Victoria. So it's about time that good faith was honoured and this club allowed to get on and secure its future with a social club of its own that will act not just as a facility for the club, but the wider community and the wider sports communities of Victoria and Melbourne.
Our expert panel of Kim Ontaliadoros, Santo Chilaro, Mel Impompiato and Chris Taylor gave their insight into the state of South Melbourne and the state of Australian football.
It's probably one of my finest and fondest memories of my time in football, but my years at South Melbourne, the years I spent there with my mates, and ultimately being part of a club that was rich in culture, not just football culture, but a richness in being part of that club, and it's stayed with me ever since, and that was, you know, over 20 years ago.
Now, Kim, tell us a little bit about what you're doing now. Obviously, you're involved with the Federation at a very high level. Tell us how you see the future of Victorian football progressing.
The number one task, really, I think, is to restore the football community to one of unity in Melbourne, and I think it's been horribly hurt in recent years, particularly with the NPL, but historically too, the politics has really been a challenge for the organisation. And really ultimately for clubs like Victory and City, and even for South Melbourne and other clubs that have aspirations, it's important the FFE is supporting them. And apart from that, of course, the FFE's primary role is at the grassroots level.
There's no doubt we've come a long way in just a short period of time. I guess from an expansion perspective, there's no doubt for the domestic competition to succeed, we will need to expand, and I think it's only a matter of time. When that's going to happen, I just don't know just yet, but I guess it's something that we are planning, and no doubt we'll hopefully, as part of the whole of football plan that will be released shortly, we'll give a 20-year vision of where we see football heading. Within that plan, we'll have the detail around what our expansion plans are around the Hyundai A-League and from the NPL onwards.
As always, the wonderful South Melbourne sponsors stepped up and raised money for the club through the annual jersey auctions. We'd like to thank all of our corporate partners for their ongoing support, and particularly Beachcomber Cafe for being great hosts. We hope all who attended enjoyed their evening.